Right now, there are 8 homes for sale in the port streets. None of them are under $6.5 million. Meanwhile, 9 homes sold here in the last 6 months for under $5 million. And there's nothing left in that price range, zero. The same neighborhood, same streets, completely different market depending on your price point. Let me show you what I mean. So I pulled every closed sale in the port streets over the last 6 months and every active listing today sorted by price. Under 5 million, 9 sold, 0 for sale. 5 to 7 million, 4 sold, 2 for sale. Over 7 million, 6 sold, and there's 6 still sitting. So the bottom of the market is swept clean, and the top is where the inventory is. This is the part where I kind of got wrong when I first looked at this. My assumption was that homes sitting were overpriced. I mean, that's an easy story, but it's really not true. The median price per square foot on what's sold is $19.39. On what's for sale right now, it's $19.65. That's a 1% difference. These sellers didn't pick bad numbers. Their homes are just bigger. The median square feet is 4,500 on the market versus 3,100 that's sold. And that puts them in a price where there are simply fewer buyers. So it's not a pricing problem, it's a pricing ceiling, which makes the next number more interesting than it looks. The median days to sell in the port streets this year is 10 days. That's the fastest in the last 5 years, faster than 2022 when the rates were near zero. Look at the consistency. Days on market month by month this year, 6, 17, 8, 9, 19, and 12. Compared to last year over the same months, 39, 31, 4 at 19, 9, 6, 50, 21. They're all over the place. This year, what sells fast. What doesn't sell is a specific kind of house at a specific price point. 24 closings so far this year, second highest in 5 years. 3.2 months of supply, tightest since 2022. Here's a stat that almost nobody in the neighborhood knows. Of the 19 homes that closed here in the last 6 months, 6 of them sold with 0 days on market. 0, they never sat. In most cases, never really hit the open market at all. That's about a third of all Port Street sales going to a buyer who was already lined up before the sign went into the yard. A buyer, and you want to see something that appears on Zillow, you're competing for the other 2/3. And if you're a seller, that number should tell you something about how much of the outcome here depends on who your agent already knows in this neighborhood versus how good the listing photos are. One more from the same data. 11 of 19 sellers took a price reduction before closing, even in a 10-day market. So the fast sales are not mostly first price sales. Most people adjusted. And through all of this, value keeps climbing. Per square feet, $13.86, $14.44, $16.59 last year, and now up to $18.55. Up every single year, 44% in 4 years. Yes, 44% in 4 years. I use per square foot instead of median price on purpose. A home closed here in March at $12.15 million, and one sale like that makes a median meaningless in a neighborhood of this size. So if you're selling under about $5.5 million, you're in the most starved part of the market. There's nothing competing with you, and that's the strongest position a Port Street seller's had in years. So if you're above 7, your buyer exists, but there are 6 other homes waiting. Presentation and patience both matter, but so does whether your agent can find a buyer directly instead of waiting for him to show up. If you're a buyer, the entry-level Port Street home is not going to appear online for you to browse. It'll go to who is already in the conversation. That's a fixable problem by reaching out directly to the top agents in the neighborhood. All of this is CRMLS data. 19 closings, 8 actives, 5 years of history. It's a small market, so read the medians as direction, not gospel. If you want to know where your specific plan and street sits in that price ladder, that's the number that actually matters. And I'm happy to put it together for you.